And here we are. I'm actually starting with the game shut down for once. Because Banner three's start is a little different from the menus.
Nice.
Big host over from Andy, that big Family Guy host. Welcome from where humor goes to die to where emotions go to die. For those unaware in the call, Andy, as a joke, has been streaming the Family Guy PS2 game.
Oh
Hey,
no.
Lois.
Oh no.
Is it a joke?
Kind of. It's one. He inflicted a curse 50 upon himself, pretty much.
That's not a joke. That's just sad.
Self 50.
Yeah, it's a self 5 to the face 10 times over.
Yeah,
But yeah,
just
so-
yourself.
Just for a second,
10 round.
the theme song here, the normal theme song that always plays, is somewhat similar. Thank you for the resub. But like, it kind of gets corrupted. Also, Shotgun Dirge, thank you for all the gift subs. But yeah, I had to pop this open to do the audio check and just listen to how everything just
The
fucked
theme
up.
song is slowly dying.
Yeah, much like the world. At a request of Vinay, and it has been 3 weeks since the last time I played, we're going to do a quick reminder overview of the story up to this point. So here we have the giant map. I'm going to start with the Varl caravan because they're actually, like, what happened there was
Yeah.
pretty short. I realize I can't capture a mouse cursor for this because it's an image inlaid in there, but we'll do my best. So, we started here in Strand. That is where Varl Caravan started. They were doing a collection run. And then they met up with the 2B Varl King and the 2B Human King.
At that time,
Yes.
Wagner and Luden.
The Prince of all humans.
Yes.
Immediately,
God.
something.
Oh, you could draw on it in MS Paint. That would be great.
That would be way too much to get going at this
That's
point.
true. That's true. Sorry.
Like I had a brief thought of I could, but yeah, okay.
You considered it. But
I
then
consider it. So
All right.
the immediately stuff goes south, where the Prince of the Varl dies. We still don't really know how. It's assumed,
Yanked by Dredge.
a dredge and stone people.
Yeah.
At which point Hakan became the next in line, who was part of this caravan. Caravan went up north, encountering some things of weirdness, and they were going for Grofheim over here, which is the Varl capital. And around here, they met another Varl. I can't remember if it was Sestalt or somebody else.
It was Fasalt.
Okay. He said, like, hey, some shit's going down at Ridgehorn. We should probably go check that out. And so I decided to take the detour to Ridgehorn. Ridgehorn was indeed fucked up and something was going down. It was blasted by lightning. We found a Mender wizard there and another dead Mender wizard who we left behind. And then the Varl attacked us, or the Dredge attacked us. We left there. We kept going. Events occurred along the line here. And then we got to Grofheim. And Grofheim was burning down. Completely razed. So, that's a problem. It is assumed that the King of Varl is dead.
Yeah. Died.
It's assumed that everybody in there is dead.
At around that time, the narrative jumps.
Yeah. Over to here, to Skoger, where we met the two sort of main characters of the story, in Rook and his daughter Alette. Again, sort of a similar thing. The Dread show up. they decide that we need to go. We went west to the village of Rossvelter, in which we met both the best and worst character in the entire game, in the form of Ekkel and Onif. We recruited Onif, and then Ekkel around here where this text is called up to us and was like, "You could have flipped everyone over. Can I come with you?" So yeah, sure. We went all the way over here to
Wormtoe.
which was that the bridge? That was bridge.
No. Wormtoe is where we met Krumer.
Okay.
The best Varl.
The best. The oldest. Well, maybe the oldest.
What
Varl.
was Wormtoe was just a village. It was not really anything important.
Wormtoe was a
happening.
village full of Varl that basically came to have Krumer train them in how to fight.
It was the fight club that sprung up around Krumer's hermit hut.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got there, and then we decided, go this way. I cannot remember where we actually meet up with Hakan.
So, while we are heading out from Wormtoe, shit got real when the world sort of started falling apart around the caravan.
That's what happens at Wormtoe, right? Because Krumer didn't want anything to do with us, and then the world started falling apart. That's when the serpent shows up, and then he's
Krumer
like,
didn't want anything to do with us, and then Ivor walked up and said, "Hey, what's up?" And Krumer went, "Oh, Ingvar's with you."
Yes.
And everybody, including you, the player, went, "Who the fuck is Ingvar?"
And then the world started breaking, and everybody established it's time to go.
Yeah.
Not quite. We were on our way to the fortress, and that's when we met up with Fasolt, and then the world started to break.
Correct. Right. Okay, so then we get to Einerhof. I'm going to zoom this in.
Yeah, we headed down through the Burra Pass.
Just getting that a little bit. So we got to Einerhof, which was where the Burra Pass and the large bridge were. And this is where we held out for a couple days, as there was a siege against the dredge, and that's when Bellower showed up and Ivor lost an arm.
Mm-hmm.
The end result of this was we defended the bridge for as many days as we could. This is where, assumedly, Fasolt died. He got better.
He vanished. He vanished during one of the presses on the bridge.
So it eventually established that the only way that we can actually survive this, and we convinced the Varl leader there that we need to destroy the bridge. We are going to die. We eventually destroyed the bridge after much convincing, and then progress south. And our goal now is to go to the human capital.
Right. So, if I remember correctly, the original intent was to take the summer path down to Sigerholm, but the summer path was completely overrun.
This way to the east, that was completely overrun with the with dredge. So we ended up going the long way around.
Yeah,
through the
high pass to Hawkstorp.
Yeah, this way around. Eventually get to Sigerholm. Sigerholm is not in a good way either. Everything is melting. The city was almost flooded. We negotiated a fucking Oregon Trail mini game and got past there. At Reinvik, we found, God, what the fuck is his name? One of the Varls.
Sigbjorn.
Yes.
There we go. Who is one of the Ravens. Saved him. Eventually got the Boar's Guard, which is being guarded by the Ravens and is extremely under siege as well. Got in there.
Losing Jeff before we got there.
Yeah, all right, that's right. Somewhere along this path is where the betrayal happened. And on it, we found out what the F stands for. So yeah. Jeff dies there.
It stands for fucker.
Thank you, Doc.
We get the Boar's Guard. Boar's Guard is a extremely long siege where eventually the Juno, the Master Weaver, who I can't remember what they're called.
Valka.
Valka, thank you. convinced us of a plan of shooting Bellower, the Immortal, which I don't think has been mentioned at this point, with a silver god-tipped arrow, like a godstone-tipped arrow, and then using mind manipulation to convince him that he's dead.
Which is the sort of D&D campaign kind of plan I absolutely love to hear.
Yes. And also, like, this was only shared between Volka and Rook, because nobody else could know that he isn't actually dead.
Right.
Battle with Bellower begins. Arrow is shot by Alette, Rook's daughter, and she dies. She is crushed in Bellower's hands. And then Bellower falls, and that is pretty much the end of the first game.
Yeah.
Second game begins a month later. Boats are built. We depart from...
And on Beauregard.
Yeah, on Beauregard, pretty much, yes, because it's built from Beauregard. And our intention at the time is to follow the river all the way down and get off at Aubaran.
Yeah.
This goes about 10% of the way there, at which point we hit a waterfall. Oh, also, at some point along this way, we are introduced to our new favorite character, Rugga, who is an asshole.
And the former mayor of Beauregard.
Exactly.
Well, governor, but yeah.
Also, Ludin is growing a beard. This is important.
Yes.
Ludin is great. I can't remember exactly where the waterfall occurs, because...
Ormsdaler.
Okay,
So-
yeah, right here. Okay. So...
Basically, there was supposed to be a river running, like the river Ormsa was supposed to run all the way to Ormsdaler, where it was suggested, I think, at some point in incidental text that the caravan would either portage or just get off and walk the rest of the way. But that plan went south when the world cracked in half, like right before Ormsdaler.
Yes.
So it fell to Juno and Ivan, who is the other wizard that was found at Ridgehorn, to come up with an even Hail Marrier plan than the one they did for Bellower.
Yeah. So at this point, we got Dredge on our right and a chasm on our left, and they come up with the brilliant idea of, we're gonna make a bridge with magic. We're gonna mend ourselves a bridge.
The world's broken.
What if we fix
have a
it?
mender? What if we mend the earth below our feet as we walk?
This actually went very well for the actually, I should mention that at one point, Gris, Jeff Varl, died as well, fighting the Dredge at this point.
Oh no.
Oh no, Gris. I felt a little bit worse about Gris dying when I remembered who he was.
Yeah.
But
He
anyway,
was just Varl Rando.
he was the
Varl Rando who was smack talking Hakan, and Hakan laid down the law in impressive fashion. And Gris responded to this by going, "Yes, you've earned my respect. Put me in, coach."
Yeah, he wanted to apologize by proving himself in battle, and I guess he did to an extent. But anyway, bridge was crossed. That went mostly well, other than the fact that Ivor lost 10 years of his life.
Yeah. Avon sort of went beyond the impossible and aged like 10 to 20 years.
Yes. So then we got the Ormsdar. Ormsdar is not
Ormsdaler.
a good... Dollar. It's not a good
It was a
way.
shithole. Yeah.
And this is where the caravan split of this game occurs, in which Bulwark and the Ravens and Eckel and Krumer go left.
And
Juno.
Bercy and Mogan, I believe. Those are the other two.
Yes. I was listing the important ones.
Uh-huh.
They go west here, aiming for, I believe, the Red River or the Blue River. One of the
Blue River.
Yeah, Blue River.
So they were headed to Bindle first.
Yes, with a chest, not being told what is in the chest, and just saying, "Dump this chest in the Blue River. You will be rewarded handsomely." To which
Juno
Bulwark
gave you this
said,
job.
"Okay."
Yeah, you're paying.
And Rook and the other caravan went east in order to turn around this way and go back up here, because this road, the East Way Road, was kind of completely destroyed.
Yeah. So instead, they veered off overland sort of keeping parallel to the Ormsa River, since part of it had dried up at this point. So, like, part of it they were running along the riverbed.
And because this kind of goes back and forth, I'll just do each story at a time. So, Bulwark went west, mostly nothing happening, got to Bindle, and that's when shit went down, because a whole lot of dredge showed up, including a supreme fucker dredge in Eyeless.
That's a little bit later, actually.
That is a little bit later, right? Correct.
That is a little
So
bit
the dredge showed up here, and it was established like we're not getting out through the road; it's covered with dredge. So there was a mine shaft, and they met another Volca named Zephyr and her apprentice Jeff,
Wizard Jeff.
Wizard Jeff,
And his name was?
Wizard Jeff.
Okay.
Nichols.
That's right, Wizard Jeff. Anyway,
Moving on.
they decide that there's a mine shaft in the back that actually dumps out near Rundwall, like where the sex. It literally just goes through the mountain pass.
Well, specifically, it connects to a big network of underground roads that the Valka have used from time to time in the past.
Yeah. It'll go through the mountain pass. It will dump us out over here by like the Rundwall text.
Yeah.
And they said, that sounds like a good enough plan. They go into the tunnel. They blow up the entrance. All right, we're free of dredge. And tunnel goes pretty good for a little bit. Except it's about this point that Bulwark starts having really weird visions where he keeps imagining himself as a Sunder.
Yeah, as Bellower.
As Bellower specifically. This becomes, I'm not going to mention this every time, but just keep in mind, this becomes worse and worse and worse over the course of his journey. It's about this point that Eyeless shows up. Eyeless is another Sunder and is a right fucker who possesses bodies of anybody who's dead or knocked out. Eyeless is defeated, but again, Eyeless will just get right back up, because Eyeless, while not super immortal, near immortal due to the whole body possession thing.
Right. So, time out here. The Sunder are sort of the Ace custom dredge. They are unique champions among the dredge.
It's at this point that Zephyr comes up with the idea of using Nichols as a wizard bomb. Pretty much launches Nichols at Eyeless and the rest of the dredge, and the way Mender magic work is that they find the threads of life and energy in people and then repair them. She found the thread of life in him and just sort of, when you find a loose thread and just fucking
Yank on it.
Rip it out? That's what she did to Nichols and pretty much turned him into a bomb.
She does point out that it requires the active cooperation of the person being Wizard Bomb.
Exactly.
So
it's not something you can just do to anybody.
It was at least partially Wizard Jeff's idea.
Also, Perizol, thank you for the resub. We'll be done with this pretty closely. Other important things that happen in the tunnel. We eventually find an injured Stone Singer, which is
Stone Singer.
Wizard Dredge.
Yeah.
And we actually take it with us. Oh! Important thing that I didn't mention from game one. At one point, we find a Dredge baby and we take it with us. I feel like that's still going to pay off at some point. Anyway, we find a Stone Singer Dredge, and we decide... I think it was during the tunnel collapse, and we used it to get out.
After we met a new kind of enemy.
Right, that was when the corrupted dredge showed up.
The warped, yeah.
Yeah. Which are hell of a thing, and I'm still thinking that they are dredge corrupted by the encroaching darkness, which is a thing that we see as we come out of the tunnel. There is a wall of darkness encroaching on everything. So we have Stone Singer, we have Wall of Darkness. That's when Death March begins. And also, it's about either before this or at this point that they open up the chests that we've been carrying with us the whole time.
They actually opened it in Bindle.
Right. So it's before the tunnel. And I was right in my guess earlier in this, which is the chest had the corpse, air quotes, of Belor in it, which is why he's putting influence on Bulwark and all that. Which they want to dump in the Blue River because he can't die, but we can sure as hell dump him into the bottom of the Endless Sea.
Yeah. It's incredibly deep. We can just bury him under fuck knows how much water, and he can stay there until the end of time for all we give a shit.
Yeah. So the new goal for the Bulwark Caravan at that point is actually going to Wizard Town?
Yeah, Manahar.
Which I'm trying to find on this map.
It's near where the spear is, just above Arbrang.
I see. It's this weird fucked up text right here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Still with sort of the decision to dump Belor in the Blue River, kind of.
Or the ocean or something.
Yeah. And it's about this point that we hit Death March. There are hundreds of dread behind us. There maybe even thousands. There is the encroaching wall. And this is also when we notice some Varl amongst the dredge.
Just a ragged caravan of like 50-ish Varl moving through the dredge.
So we go in, we free them, and it turns out Fasalt isn't dead. Fasalt's just mad fucked up.
The only person to die in the first game was Jeff.
And Olaf.
And Onef.
Onef doesn't count.
Fuck.
A lot of Onef don't count.
Olet does count, but...
Anyway, this is where Death March continues. Pretty much we are running from the dredge, and we cannot rest. It is just full on. We are marching for multiple days until we hit...
the Old Ford.
Witharg?
Old Ford.
Old Ford?
That little town near the cross of those two roads. On the way to Manahar.
Holy shit, they went way further than I thought.
Yeah. The Death March was a long-ass walk.
Yeah. So we get to Old Ford and Tiny Bridge, and this is where they intend to, like, we're done. We can't march anymore. Everybody's collapsing. And it's where we hold out against the dredge. And this is where Eyeless shows up again, possessing Nichols. Final boss battle of the game, in my opinion, occurs here against Eyeless. And I chose to kill Eyeless. You can either choose to let Eyeless go or kill Eyeless. I chose to kill Eyeless. And that's pretty much where the Bulwark storyline ends. Meanwhile, over on the other side, starting back again at Ormsar, we go east, we go down. Can't remember if anything important happens in these towns.
Pass through Grundar, meet some new friends.
Where the fuck is Grund? Oh, did we go? Did we follow the river?
We followed the river because the river had dried up beyond Ormsdaler on account of, you know, it fell into a chasm.
But didn't we go into the swamp?
Waterfall. The swamp was past there. So at Grundar, we met a trio of new friends.
That's where we met the Horseborn, yes.
Right. So there was, what was it?
There's Skaha, there's...
Skahak,
I can never remember
Roek,
their names.
and Deirdre.
Yes.
And they had two others that they were sending back to their tribe with the stuff they traded for, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know about the precise route, but I do know.
Yeah, I can't remember the precise route here, but I can give the exact details. So there was that. There was crossing through the Swamp People's Town, which that happened first, which is where Eirik obtained Bear.
Yeah, something important that when those two horses left, Ubin, who was the tax collector that we started the very first game with, left with them.
Yes.
Since he wanted to go south to see Horseborn before everything exploded, which he suspected was going to happen.
We eventually get to the Old Wood, in which the Old Wood, we get attacked by the Big Snake again.
Lundar first.
Lundar first?
Yeah.
Right. Lundar. Right, the defensive Lundar.
Right.
Lundark heard horsemen and dredge are attacking it. I chose to fight both. And then...
Newbie chooses charge.
Yes. I chose then to save the food and the people and fuck the nobles. Then we hit the Old Wood. Old Wood was where, yes, Snake tried to eat the wizard, because we haven't really mentioned at this point, but there's a whole plot line going on with the giant snake and our wizard.
The immortal lady wizard.
Yes.
Valka.
We eventually get out of the Old Wood, not before fighting a big horseman and killing him, because our horseman had vendetta against him.
So yeah, it's
I-
fight the big horseman, then get attacked by Snake.
And then I think at Tolier was where the final big thing happened, and that's where Ivor, Juno, and Ivan left.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the caravan goes to Albarang. In Albarang, on the way to Albarang, we're confronted by Roga, who said, like...
So, that's not quite right. We sent scouts to Tolier, we headed to Fiskevik.
Okay.
Fiskevik was where the split-off happened.
And then I guess we took boats to Albarang?
Yeah, we took boats across the bay to Arborang, or
All right.
towards Arborang at any rate. I think that's right.
Something along those lines. Mm-hmm. But anyway, at some point along this line, Roga betrays us and says, like, hey, you fucked up. You are not a good leader. I'm a leader now. And then I said, to hell you are. And
Fight ensued.
he ran off. We killed his second
Right-hand
command.
man. Ezekiel.
Yes. We eventually get to Aberang, and there is a summit meeting.
So we do recruit the rest of the Horseborn along the way.
Yes.
With their leader, Canary.
Yes. Rook gets laid. Correct, that occurs.
Ludin reaches level 10.
Ludin reaches level 10. And then the summit at Albarang occurs between the Rook, who is the Sunderslayer, Hakan, who is the current king of the Varl, by just process of elimination.
Yeah, basically all, like, few hundred and change that are left of them.
Rugga and the king, whose name I can't recall off the top of my head. Meinolf, and also Ludin's there, being the prince of all humans.
Mm-hmm.
During this, I'm given an option of siding with the king or siding with Rugga, because Rugga's like, who's letting the people die outside the town? The king's like, if I let everybody in the town, it's going to be chaos, and then everybody's going to die. So I chose to side with the king.
The deciding factor being seriously fuck Rugga.
Seriously, fuck Rugga, and also Rugga's point made... He was just like the whole trying to pull at the heartstrings of shit, and
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
if he were anybody else and he were making that point out of principle, you might actually have thought about siding with him. But it's Rugga, and
yeah,
incredibly fuck Rugga.
which of course resulted in Rugga going, well, fuck this, and then tried to kill the king, and then we defend the king, and that's where the Rook storyline ends. And then we meet the final chapter, which was the meeting of technically both storylines in Ivor, Juno, and Ivan meeting up with Zephyr, the other Volca, and Bolver, who has pretty much mind melded with Belor at this point in Manahar, which resulted in Ivor defeating Bolver, and the teaser at the end of the cutscene is them going into the wall.
Yeah.
The Wall of Shadow.
In the process, so their discussion with the head of the Valka did not really go well, to the extent that Avon kind of flipped his shit and went Emperor Palpatine on him.
Oh yeah, it did not end well for the leader of the Volca.
And then after the fight with Bulwark goes down, because during that Avon is sort of slowly losing control and hitting everything with lightning. He completely freaks out, levels the tower. We drop Bellower into the ocean and head off towards the darkness.
Oh, and then Polverk is, as far
resurrected
as we
by Snake.
yeah, resurrected and maybe possessed by World Serpent.
Right.
So that was my recap. Let's see what the game's recap was.
When the sun suddenly stopped in the sky, calamity followed.
Yeah, okay, 30 minutes, that's about
Stone-armored
what
dredge poured out of the north. A darkness bled across the land, and a world-devouring serpent carved chasms in search of something. The races of men and Val fled south in vast caravans, dealing with the dredge General Bellower and the treachery of Borsgard's governor, Rugger, to eventually arrive at the human capital of Arborang. Rugger's scheming and old rivalries with the king of Arborang poisoned their chances for safety. Can they restore the peace before the city turns on itself? Juno and Eyvind, powerful spellweavers who claim they can turn back the darkness, continued on to the Valka libraries, where a terrible confrontation left Manahar in ruin. The spellweavers now have no choice but to push into the darkness itself, protected only by a spell of light and a reluctant crew of mercenaries. Will they be able to drive away the darkness before all of Arborang and humanity is swallowed up? And at what cost? One way or another, the saga comes to a close.
The question in chat of, is this game good or cursed? Well, both. The game is very good, but also gives me anxiety. So, just gonna point this one out right here on the title screen immediately. Ivor's not doing great. Neither is Juno.
Evan.
Is that Evan?
Yeah, it's Avon.
Ivor, right. God, sorry. Evan.
It's been a while.
Ivan.
I mentioned this to the chat. Can we just go back to Folka? Like, just admire.
Yeah, the side angle on Folka gives you perspective on Folka.
Folka's big.
He's very large.
Also, I'll put this out there right now. People in chat, do let me know if it's hard to hear anybody over anything. I adjusted some audio balancing stuff. Hopefully everybody is still audible. But yeah, let's get this started finally. Import game save. That seems about right.
We were as far from safety as we could have been. Me, Rook, and Alette. In a small town of Skor. So much has changed since then. We traveled the length of the world to escape serpents and dredge. And still it was not enough. What I do now is madness. Somewhere in the darkness, I've been told, lurks an answer to all our desperate questions. I will make sure it sees the light of day. All I care about now is that the friends, no, the family I fought to deliver to Arborang, live to see the sun move again.
I appreciate that each game is slowly giving us what each character sounds like. Slowly and surely. Nice.
Well, this is off to a roaring start.
Ah, good. He cleaned up for the last game, and now Back to...
So here we are in Arborang, where most of what's left of the world's people are besieged by the rest of the world's people.
That's really a very good way of describing it. This is almost everybody who's left against everybody else. The civil last war.
I feel like this middle option's gonna give me a game recap.
Probably not, but go for it, if all the same.
No, I think just the answer. I'm fine. I'm just tired. As I think I myself personally have said that line multiple times in real life. All right. Oh, stellar. All right, let's start the fight without any of my level 10 units.
But first, you can page through
Everyone's
all
been
your other.
normalized.
Yeah, everyone's
Luden
been
is
normalized
right
to
there.
Level 8,
Luden is
and
right here.
we can throw. Oh wait, there's something very important to see about Luden.
Oh,
Behold.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He has finally achieved his final form, real facial hair.
You could even promote him.
What if we had a slightly bigger Luden?
There's something.
There's a
important to
reason
see.
why that's actually
There's
good.
a reason we're saying this.
Heroic
Because
title?
there's a new system. Yeah.
There's a new addition.
So
This
the
is my
final
favorite
different
thing.
thing you can buy as a result of going to level 11.
Level 11 only costs 10 renown, too. You spend the money on your heroic title.
There are a collection of heroic titles, each of which can go to one person across both caravans. The titles do very powerful things.
They are sort of your alternate endgame leveling system.
Yeah, we're cranking it to 11. The dial went to 10, we took it to 11.
But yes,
Well,
once
I think
you go to
the
11,
dial goes to 15.
it does.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking...
But first, we have points to distribute on people.
Wait.
Everybody's been slammed to
Okay,
level
no,
8.
yes. All right. I was like, he doesn't have the points to level again, and that's what confused me. I'm like, how are you not level? All right. Let me just...
God, Eric with most of his things maxed out and 6 points to spend.
And then... You actually use exert
Yeah.
enough.
Hello, horse lady, who's probably not going to see much use because Canaries is better.
You know, you're right.
What if that horse were just bigger?
Bigger.
I'll say this now. There's always room for externalities, and
Oh,
there may
absolutely.
be externalities here.
What if
On
he's Nid?
paper, we'll never use Deirdre. On paper. That said, that doesn't account for circumstance, and there's a whole lot of circumstance happening right now. Also, a whole lot of revving right outside my window, apparently.
Or on the screen.
Hakon naturally exists to become larger. But yes, we could slam Divert and,
Because if you don't remember, he has the brooch on.
yes.
He does. He does not, however, have the ability to Well, he has the ability to forge ahead, but he doesn't have the ability to forge ahead.
No, correct. I chose forging ahead.
Yeah.
Was it Loon's stream where that joke started?
I don't remember anymore where that joke started.
Because I was confused when it first showed up, and well, I'm not confused now, but I don't think the situation improved any.
Well,
You forged behind.
forged without.
Anyway, willpower's not a bad idea, actually, so he can continue to whale on things.
Okay, that's done. Rook. Rook, I actually find burns through his willpower really fast.
Yeah, just dump that willpower to 8. Like, he does plow through willpower, and he plows through willpower somehow without you touching either of his abilities for basically the entirety of last game.
Well, when
Critical strike. Artery strike.
And I mean, in fairness,
yeah,
has a bow and an axe as an ability in and of itself, but yeah, honestly, Artery Strike seems pretty good on Rook.
Murdering fools.
all right.
One day, we'll see Newbie use the skill that I don't know if anybody else has used, which is Call to Arms.
What if Moger was bigger?
Yeah.
What's
We've got
Moger using
flaws
as an
on it.
item?
Bigger.
Oh, it's the Shapersky Stone. Yeah, that's ideal, or nearly close to. 2 strength resist plus 2 aggro? Yeah, that's nearly perfect.
Again, a little willpower is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go dump. Yeah, we'll dump 2 points in the willpower, and then we'll get him the
Armor
Divert.
Dodge?
yeah,
That's the break one, if I remember correctly.
dodge and divert. The tank moves.
Mm-hmm. It's a low chance right now. But
Fine. Canary's fine.
It'll get
Iric
better.
has 6 points to spend.
Yeah, Iric had not 1, but 6 points to spend.
Oh god damn it!
On account of
Iric
you
doesn't
know.
really. Iric kind of uses his willpower.
Sure he
He
does.
does.
He does it to hand it to other people.
Right.
He turns each one of his willpower into 2 willpower.
He does it to Colbert.
Yes, also he spends 1 willpower to call Bear at the beginning of every fight.
Best bear.
Your secret 7th character. Spine Grinder.
You could just click up and down on that screen. You don't have to go back and forth each time, maybe. Hitting
I remember you telling me this, and what if?
Incidentally, I've been playing survival mode between the games, and Iric is pretty stellar in survival mode on account of where
Bear.
Ditch can only learn Rally, he can learn Bear as his second skill.
Doesn't
And
yeah, robust is fine.
having a free throwaway character in
Alright.
survival mode is pretty good.
You have the strength gauntlets on; those are fine. You have the extra break; that's fine. You need. You actually need to promote. and get stats at some point.
You
Yeah,
can promote her right now.
I would suggest promoting Ludin, however.
Main thing I'm looking at is that is optimal on you. Let's see if there's a better one now that he's higher up. No. Him just having 3 more strength is actually pretty good.
Yep, it's pretty damn
All right,
good.
let's see this new mechanic.
I'm very excited.
Okay, what? Okay.
You also get 2 points to spend as well.
Yeah, you do still get your stat points, but yes. Once you've opted for a heroic title, that title just becomes part of the character's name. Ludin, the X, where X is whatever you choose in this slot.
Bloodletter
Incidentally, there's a
seems
character
alright.
who's optimal for Bloodletter, and
I believe the first rank is free, and
The
then you
first
gotta
rank
pay
is
for the
free.
rest.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah,
You
you
can
just
plus
directly
one
spend
check.
renown on ranking up your title once you've adopted it.
mhm.
Yeah, and they'll tell you how much
Plus
each one is
damage on
before you
consecutive
actually pay for it.
attacks to the same enemy.
Would
Incidentally,
people who
no-
know this, does this work for Bloody Flail?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for all the chained multi-hit attacks.
Death's
yes,
Messenger does
works.
work.
Holy shit.
Yeah, these are really most of these are really good on
These
the
are
right
nuts
character.
because they're intended to represent the kind of huge that ends up with everybody calling you whatever title you pick here.
These are your Sunders.
Yes. You are designating somebody as your Ace Customs.
Just remember that once
Some
you give
shit.
somebody one
Oh.
title,
How the fuck are you still alive? The title.
just remember
That's
you can
just
only give
something
this to
you put on
one
guns.
One
person.
person, yeah.
Just saying, that looks like something you put on
Although,
the
imagine the history of the first, the king of humans who survived the darkness, Luden Dumbass.
Looting the dipshit.
+1 damage with no adjacent. Alright, so this could be for somebody that could fucking runs off on their own.
So I'm
And
waiting for
spins
the
to win.
boneless.
The what?
The boneless.
The boneless.
Someone's gotta be boneless.
Yeah.
There might be something close to that.
This one is an interesting title, but
Meh.
Newbie, it's happening.
oh no.
Oh my god, is it really?
What's happening?
Internet is happening.
Oh no.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I know.
During Banner Saga.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, hello, there you are.
Let me give you the experience I'm having right now.
Hold music.
Due to unusually high call volume, we are experiencing longer than normal wait times. Please use our website, www.optimum.net, for product, pricing, and troubleshooting information.
That's about it. Everything seems stable now. I literally, hey, it's stabled out. Like, here's what happened. All right, let me break this down for people viewing. So I called in, I talked to one person, and then they said, all right, I'm going to forward you over to like an advanced specialist. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And they did that. And that was about 10, 15 minutes ago. I don't know how long I've actually been away at this point. 20 minutes, I think, about. So, yeah. I mean, we can keep going a little bit for now, but I might just have to step away when the phone call comes in again.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, we can at least screw around with titles while that's waiting.
Let's do menuing at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Seems like a reasonable thing to be doing.
Yeah. I don't know if this game... My phone's getting picked up by the mic, but I have to...
A little, but whatever.
Yeah, I have to know whenever that stops.
Your renown is important to us. Please stay on the horn.
So,
Well done.
Thank you for everyone for hanging out and everybody in the call too, sticking around for this. Think yes. We were looking at titles. We were on Last Standing, I think.
Right. Yes?
Never injured after KO. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you have to slam it to rank 5 in order to do that, and each rank does cost. Oh gosh! The mysterious gift subber is back!
Thank you very much.
We salute you, Mr. Gift Subber X. the mountain.
Wait, one will? Oh, right. Well, they.
Yeah. Remember, the warped. Their
Yeah,
ashes
will
do no
resist
damage.
is relevant.
The unbent can just Leonardo DiCaprio walk meme image through their ashes.
Yeah. Hold up. I just had an idea. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Okay. So I put my headphones in to my phone. So I have the call in my left ear.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting you would do, so that
Yeah.
you can hear your phone while you
right.
still have your headphones on.
Yeah, now I feel better about doing this. Okay, unbent.
A useful thing. Yeah, it's the tankiest.
Uh-huh. Okay. This I'm into. This can be good on, like, a lot of people.
The Whisper. It's claimed that the Whisper has no life for mere steel to claim.
The wolf is also pretty good.
Yep. This is another one that could extremely go on Gunolf and have some good effect.
Well, they don't come back at full health.
No. I was talking about the one before Twice Barn.
No, the wolf, yeah.
But yes, Twice Born is for people like Ekil who
Don't really need, like, they're better with it, but don't need it.
yeah, who don't give a shit about their stats. Whatchamacallit, Irsa could also do really well with Twice Born. Because, once again, she just doesn't give a shit about what her strength stat is, and her armor is low enough that once you let her get down the first time...
So, obviously, there's so many options, and you gotta think of, like, other people, since you can only give one around.
Yeah, the advice I will offer is don't hand out any titles until you've also seen your initial loadout for the Ravens. Because all of these are extremely powerful, and, you know, these have as much sway as, like, high-ranking treasures do. So if you had, say, half of your team that has been denied treasure for the last 100 years, maybe something could be used to give them the leg up instead.
But in either event, Ludin does still have the 2 stat points you can use.
Yes.
But yeah, these
I
are very
will-
much telling a story, and that being your thing.
I will say, initially, Bloodletter does seem pretty good for what I use Ludin for.
It's true, it is.
Yeah.
Bloodletter is also flatly insane on Alette. I'm just gonna say that now. It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, I assume with the Overwatch.
With Overwatch, yes. It turns out when you can stick poison tipped on literally everything she does. So, incidentally, the assorted, like, pre-order and whatever editions of the game, one of the ways in which they differ from the core game is obviously the character who I tried and failed the shenanigans in. But there are also some, like, double secret titles that those versions of the game get. I'll see if I can at least pull up the information on them.
Shield Cleaver is one of them.
Yeah. I assume that was in your version of the game because you backed it or some such thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ludin could just have everything max.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's
Yeah.
level 11. He's enormous.
No, I mean, like, if you get Ludin to 15, he literally can get every skill to level 3.
Oh, Well, fair enough. So yes, one of the pre-order rewards is Shield Cleaver.
No,
For
no.
Kickstarter, Dredgebreaker and Granite One and Wanderer are available, and the Legendary Edition has Shadow One as an extra title.
Also, I did my... No, I didn't do my math wrong. Yeah, you can get each skill to rank 3.
Mm-hmm.
I will be shocked if you get anyone to 15.
It really isn't worth it.
No,
It's
no.
not.
You've got heroic titles to buy, and
Unless you've been min-maxing since game 1, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and I mean you could have, because there were almost certainly characters who you didn't use particularly extensively who got like a level or 2 in Banner 2 that you could have saved renown on by not promoting. Because like the resource optimal way to play is to save as much renown as you can by promoting as few characters as possible.
Yeah, obviously.
Because they all
everybody
get promoted to
auto-promotes.
8.
But where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
What did they give you? They gave you Rain of Arrows.
Yes, yeah. So the thing is, the characters who cleared the rank 5 threshold this way will get assigned a special ability. So Irsa and Nid get Rain of Arrows, and I think Oddlife gets Bird of Prey. Yeah,
Yes.
which is kind of a shame, or Oddleaf or Oddlife or whatever. you want.
Oddlife.
It's a shame because they did not let either of the other 2 archers get Slag and Burn instead. So it's Irsa or nothing if you want that. Also note that Nid is actually the highest strength archer you have, unless I'm very much mistaken.
Not named
Rook
Canary.
notwithstanding. Or not, yeah. Canary has a lower rank.
That isn't a horse.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not an archer.
Yes, she isn't an archer. That's also an important point. She doesn't get puncture natively, and
I'm sorry, I saw her promo art where she was using a bow.
She
and
is an
sword.
archer. For all intents and purposes, that is her class.
Slightly larger Ganolf.
Slightly larger Ganolf.
Oh god, no.
Ganolf the
willpower.
Mountain.
We have
More
achieved
willpower.
peak Ganolf.
12 armor isn't a whole lot of armor in this game anymore.
No, not anymore.
Which is
Yeah,
why you
12
give him
armor
something
is
like the
nothing.
mountain, and you
We've
get his
achieved
armor up to
we've
like
achieved
18.
peak Ganolf
Yeah.
by giving him a heroic title, the Mountain. Hence.
Yeah, if he gets up to like 18 armor, he is just gonna roll right over things.
And yes, at release, Nid was bugged to get so many bugged such that she got enough stat points to max out every stat. But
Nice.
what I mean by strongest archer is she's the archer with the highest strength cap, if I remember.
Yeah, she has 10. Irsa is 7, but Irsa doesn't use her strength stat, so it's
Strength
fine.
in Oddlife is 9.
She does not care. All she's on about is that willpower.
Yeah. And, back in Banner 2, Nid also had hits max rank of Bird of Prey fastest.
Yeah.
You'll notice that her bow is also actually physically the largest of all of them because she has a longbow natively.
Yeah.
Representing Bird of Prey as her core skill.
Well, anyway, let's do a fight.
Let's spend some points and or do a fight.
We
Do a fight
We
first.
spend our points.
Well, there's lots of sideliners that need points spent, but sure.
Yeah. Well, when we use them.
Let's fight a thing.
So I'm not going to go through each character individually.
Just cycle people in every battle. Call it a day. One day
You
we'll
aren't
even
going anywhere anymore, so
Yeah.
we'll have renown to spend.
Yeah, any buying food is a thing of the past on account of,
We'll see.
Can't help but notice the very D&D move of this thing of coals right next to the tar.
Yep.
The very specific thing that your DM points out for no particular reason, because he totally wants you to walk over and knock those coals into the tar.
That's the thing you can do.
Is there a problem with
What
that?
is this doing here, outside the gate?
I think they may have set it up for our use. In this
How did
case,
switch target here?
also, as always, maybe consider poking around the background art because the backgrounds in this game are always ludicrously elaborate.
Ah, the battering ram. Oh, there's a whole nother half of this battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh no, they got Krumer.
Oh no! And Ollie, it looks
Krumer,
like.
what are you doing outside?
Oh, wait, hold up. That is Ollie too.
The hell?
Yeah, give me just a
Guys.
moment.
Go ahead.
Hey. Hi, hello. Sorry about that. Again.
Welcome back again.
I had a pretty good discussion about the elemental plane of oils.
I mean, that's where all that oil came from.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that.
Does tar count?
Came from or goes to?
Came from.
Yes.
Yeah, tar's a byproduct of oil.
Dear Miyamoto, is tar oil?
Yeah.
All right, I think we've about exhausted the possibilities of this conversation.
There's definitely way more places that you can go. You're a coward if you think that that's the end of it, basically.
All right, fair enough. But we do
Anyway,
have banners
yes.
to get to.
Let's try and make some progress into this game today.
After an hour 46, finally we're beginning our first.
But I
Look,
want to get back to talking about fossil fuels and get to Count Fracula.
Do Gorons consider tar to be syrup or butter?
Well played. I think you win this round.
I think the answer is just yes.
How long have you been sitting on
are you gonna be okay, Doc?
this? We've destroyed Doc, apparently. I will say Count Fracula is the pun I am the proudest of in my entire career, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't hold up to that question.
Whoa,
Doesn't
hold
hold
up,
up to the
sir.
thought of mountain butter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start this fight.
Yeah, just ignore us. It's better that way.
Well, I see where this fight's starting off immediately.
Personally speaking, butter. It's the wrong consistency for syrup.
All right. Done.
Well,
I like this guy's gumption. I'm gonna walk out that fire.
Walk up to, but not into.
he's gonna glare at you angrily from across the fire since they forgot to bring any archers. I mean, so did we, other than Rook and Canary, I guess.
Oh wow, we forgot to bring any archers aside from the 2 archers that we have.
That's 1.5 archers at best.
She throws things. That's archery.
Yeah. Rook is half an archer, she's a full archer.
Rook is a full archer and a full axeman, and you know it.
Wow, that was oh, look at this move that could have happened. Like, it's not gonna happen, but just like bask in this with me for a moment.
Yes, yeah.
Imagine.
Having Ludin kick him straight back into the fire. Been beautiful.
You could have Luton get forged ahead when Hakon's turn comes up.
He's not wrong, you know.
For the purpose of moves. Well. Oh yeah, Moger. That's being Moger. Forgot Moger's good.
Also, you know what time it is?
Time for Bear.
You should get summon the bear closer to the enemy, though.
You can summon the bear on the other side of fire. Eirik has to run up to it, but if you run up to the fire, you can just summon it. It's 2 squares away.
Bear.
Also, bear can basically walk through fire without giving up, because all damage goes to armor first.
And poison.
Oh right.
I
she
don't
only
believe
has,
Bear got a buff. It's just Bear was always very strong.
She only has
She's
range
only
4.
4. Yes.
4, yes. So
And
she
she
doesn't.
isn't. She's not quite an archer.
Yeah,
Does
she's
she?
better.
Does she have the?
She has
Be-
both.
Better how
the
exactly?
move.
She's got poison.
Yeah, she has poison tipped and pin, I believe, because she's level 8.
Poison is her first move, but pin is her second.
Other way around.
Yes, she only has poison tipped at rank 2. Pin is her first move. Deirdre's first move is poison tipped.
Oh, I like to think of it that I would remember that, but then I remembered I immediately leveled her to 10, so I didn't
Yes.
care.
So in that instance, what?
Break his face.
Shattered this
Break
man.
his face.
Unfortunately, I destroyed the turn order by summoning Bear. So we won't be able to do. Well, we will be able to still do a move.
Someone's getting pushed through the fire.
Someone's going in that fire.
It just depends on who. Watching newbie play survival mode would be wild. I'd just be so interested in how many turns he'd lose clock.
I don't know. Once you adjust to the idea that you want to kill and you're not killing fast enough, you get into it pretty fast.
You do, yeah.
You have
lost
11
exactly.
willpower on Rook. Use that willpower.
Yeah, just dump it into a man. There's no reason to hold back.
Hey, come fight
Forward
us.
Rook ahead.
The problem with considering tar to be butter for Gorons is that it doesn't really melt into a spreadable state. It's always its pitch-like form, basically. And if you heat it up, it actually becomes more solid.
Yeah, because the volatiles evaporate. It's more like
Yeah,
cheese than either.
No,
'Cause
that's
cheese
the
works the
thing.
same
That
way.
makes it more like sugar. So it makes it more like syrup. Because if you heat up sugar and syrup and all that, the sugar crystals start to form again,
I hate this conversation.
and you end up becoming up like not
Do you?
various crack stages.
Objection. So, like, tar works the same way in the sense that, like, it's a suspension of some crap in volatiles as cheese is. In the same way that you can't melt tar twice, you can't melt
Lord.
cheese twice.
You can though. You
can.
just
That's
can't do it the
listen.
same way twice.
Vinay, I want you to know that you just gave me a heart attack because you roboted for a moment, and I was like, oh no, no, no.
You can melt cheese more than once. It just doesn't. It's not the same way, and you do lose some oil from the cheese when you melt it the first time.
I appreciate this one guy that is making very smart life decisions.
I mean, all these guys are realizing at different rates that they never should have come here. Although, frankly, I don't know that their chances are that much better. So maybe I'm wrong.
Listen, I'm going with tar as syrup.
It's like the worst syrup imaginable, though.
Or
Yeah,
is
but you're not a Goron, are you?
tar.
I don't want to wait for like 3,000 years for my syrup to pour.
Is tar a smoothie?
No.
Why not?
You don't need to blend it.
The answer
It's-
is that
it's pretty
tar
good.
is tar to them, and when they want something sweet, they make rock candy, bitches.
That's just sugar, though.
Yeah, but it's a rock, and that's all they care
It's
about.
candy made from a rock. Rock is
All right,
meat.
actually, different question. Salt is already rocks. Do they still use salt to season their food?
I would
Oh
assume
yeah, they
yes.
love it.
Yeah. It's a
Delicious
Halo.
rock.
By the way, straw poll in the chat, please answer. Is tar syrup or butter?
I'm not answering this.
No, I'm not answering.
Finally,
this.
hold up. Shapes. No, you go back in fire. You live in the fire now. Oh, I think we're about ready to just fucking kill everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's time.
It's time
About that
to
time.
move to the forge ahead phase of combat.
I like this easy fight that we're starting with. Bear doesn't need kill.
Give kills to Canary so she could get to 10.
A wise final move from that man.
Are either tar or syrup a non-Newtonian?
I don't believe so.
Wait, what?
Because we
They would
might
have
be
to
able to
include
figure
some
out.
cornstarch into that.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, he's stonewalled.
Yes, you just saw him do that.
Look, I'm hecka dumb.
Oh, it. Initial research suggests that molasses and some syrups are sort of in an in-between state on Newtonian viscosity because they're subject to shear thin.
I'm looking at the poll. Syrup is currently winning against butter.
69% to 31.
The numbers don't lie.
They spell disaster for you.
I mean, given my tar is cheese, yeah, I think they do.
I think all of these numbers spell disaster, even if it was in reverse.
Bullshit.
Rugga, man of the people.
Rugga continues to always get worse. There is no rock bottom for Rugga.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Oh wait, odd leaf though.
It's time to... I think she has to be in the party.
Berserker.
Upgrade her.
Yes.
Just bring all the archers. Make your party Hakan, Rook, and as many archers as you can get.
Crank that willpower.
Yeah.
Also artery strike. Maybe give her something besides the narwhal horn.
Yes, give her a
It's
real
good, though.
accessory.
It's good, though.
We have
Finally,
other...
never step up to whalebone needle.
Well, at least it wasn't a Bjorg Leander joke.
I was about to say, yep.
Well, of course, we can't give the Bjorg of Leander to an archer.
I mean, we
They're not
can.
gonna get a hit anyway.
Good catch.
I was wondering if anyone was going to poke in on that one.
No, obviously, clearly a reference to acclaimed game Mega Man 8. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna drop it now. Do I want resist or regen?
Resist.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, you'd probably rather have the damage noping than the damage shaving on her, but
What if she had a % chance to puncture?
I mean, that means she can move and do her thing, so hey, it's not first. It's less useful on her than some other people, but you know. Let's be real.
That also gives Rain of Arrows chance to puncture.
Yes. There we go. That's
on all turns. Let's be real. Exploit was probably at its most powerful on Bulwark because holy fuck, watching him like two-shot eyeless was a thing of, I don't know if beauty is the right word, but sure something.
You gave her Artery Strike, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's find an item for possibly pump her to 9.
So now you've got a chance to
can you
puncture
take a-
and Artery Strike on every hit of Rain of Arrows.
Can you take a look at that level 9 item next to the Clafkin?
Yeah, where the fuck did this come from?
So somebody in the chat has suggested it's a gold wasp. Oh, it gives you poison.
Oh boy.
+3 will, +3 move, +1 egg. Put
Whatever.
her to 9 and slam the gold wasp on her. Call it a day.
I don't know if you want plus aggro on an archer.
I don't really care for that accessory.
Don't like it either.
No one needs poison.
That on Ekel.
Sir not appearing on this side.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the real unfortunate part.
+2 strength. What if, though?
Yeah. Like, strength on her makes sense. Strength or break.
The unlimited power.
Bjork! No, please, no.
Yeah,
The
+2 strength.
statue of the
Statue of a Sightless
Man.
definitely
Whoops.
a possibility. The Fang is definitely a possibility because she can chew through her willpower with pretty intensive visions.
No, she's got enough willpower to get through this stuff. I
Also,
give her some
alternatively-
booster attacks.
The belt.
Yeah,
That's
the belt is
a
also a
strong
good one.
choice.
Yeah.
I give her the belt in the first game. I imagine it still works.
Alright.
Yeah, having a ranged, what is it, 8 break on tap is absolutely doable.
Take it back to parts unknown.
Asla's Trail continues to be extremely good and almost unmissable.
What if instead of Hakan, we had Ganolf? So we could forge ahead.
Not actually a bad plan.
None of my plans are bad.
That is a filthy lie, and you know it.
Nonsense. Bad for me.
One moment.
They might be bad for other people, but that's why it's called crumb advice.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Just adjusting the server settings.
Yeah, you have a form of advice named after you, and it's awful.
Yes, it's crumb advice. It's good advice for crumb. I don't see any problem with this.
Hello, Gnolf. Gnolf and his statue.
His spare statue of a sightless man.
Gnolf. 20 strength.
The one time I
okay.
dabbled in crumb advice was the one time that Uncle Squad was winnowed.
Now, here's the thing. 2 things. One, I did not actually give advice on that. I gave the opposite advice of what happened to Uncle Squad.
Yeah,
so...
yeah, I was the one giving crumb advice for Uncle Squad.
Oh, yeah. Secondly, yes, God scale. You saw it.
Yeah. Armor is better. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a fair amount of strength as it is. That said, a 20 strength Ganolf, pretty
Well,
good.
I mean, if you're going to go 20, might as well go to 21. Just to go even
gloves.
further beyond.
Yep.
And if you're going to go to 21, you might as well just give him a title at this point.
Ganolf the Wolf.
He's on the map. Technically.
Rugga's just gonna chill out here for now.
Oh, hey, look at that. A brazier.
I think it's a brazier.
I like my answer more.
What's an article?
Brochure. A brochure.
Maybe you should move away from the flames.
This time it is you who is subject to flame.
Quickly.
boy, Mogers, about to brace all over the place. Is gonna be safe right there?
Oh no, I see the shapes.
Yeah, you see that shape. You're gonna carry that shape.
You're gonna carry that shape a long time.
So, like, if there's a bunch of fire in this map, do the Varl, like, get uncomfortable in it?
They take a whole bunch of damage from it.
They definitely take more damage than a human on account of being a 4x4 unit.
2x2.
Right, yeah, but
Or 2x2, excuse me, yes.
4x4.
4x4 Varl.
A gigantic, just the Varl that went beyond.
Every Varl except for Gunnulf is 4x4. Gunnulf is merely 2x2.
The smallest of Varl.
The Siren of Varl.
Well, every other Varl is the Siren of Varl compared to Gunnulf.
I like the setup. I can maybe move Rook a little closer, and there we go.
May I suggest moving Luda not directly in front of the fire?
He's gonna walk around the fire.
It's fine.
But first,
Hi, hello. You're not a problem anymore.
She
Glad
wasn't
to
even
see
a problem
that
in the first place.
The dude in the back
Oh, I
is the
goofed
one
up.
who's going first.
Yes, you did.
I have destroyed shapes. Shapes are dead. It's fine. Ah, I see. The fire spreads.
yes,
Fire spreads fast.
yes.
Fire hot.
Well, that lady's dead.
Motor's fine.
Moger is just doing Moger things. Time to bust out to Old Faithful. Being arrows.
One
Well.
turn earlier would have been fine.
This is fine.
We're gonna just walk all the way over here now.
You can
We
walk
definitely-
around the
We
side.
definitely
And
don't
then
need
it
to move Ludens
spreads.
position.
Yeah, I agree with all the way over there.
Yeah. We need to move away from the fire.
Odd can just stand behind the fire and use it as.
So there is, actually, I'm going to take that one back. Your Moger doesn't care about the fire.
Yes, because he's wearing the Shabursky stone. He just
Exactly.
could not give your
He's got
bugs.
strength resist.
Anyone with 1 strength resist is immune to fire. Literally immune.
So that's the perfect place for Moger.
In the fire.
Yes, that's why I said this is fine.
In the flame.
There.
So, there.
Cue the Liberation Rite music.
What if Bear got a kill?
Man, now I want to see Newbie play Pyre.
Football. I want to play that game again on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, it's so good, but the computer beats the shit out of you on hardest difficulty.
Yeah,
It's
computer is very hard.
It's not something to do lightly, but Pyre's actually really good, so I would actually be interested in that.
I have plans.
But what about arrows?
One day, I will find someone who can use Wilfred with any degree of skill.
He's okay.
I never got the hang of using him.
Which one's Wolfred?
Tree guy.
Tree, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
I'm okay, but yeah, it's not
He's
great.
defensive.
it's so awkward.
Cool
I mean-
shield wall.
I also made the choice to remove the best defenseman in the game from the game the first chance I got, so, you know.
Well done.
I made good decisions in that game.
Fire's interesting. I've heard a lot of things about. Oh my god. Who got the renown for that?
Ouch.
I don't know. Ow. Ow.
Also, yeah, as Moger does, he is down. Moger walks forward, eats all the hits, and then takes a nap.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't your rain of arrows, so you didn't get any renown for that.
No, we get the renown. We just
We
don't
get the renown,
kill.
just no kill credit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird, but also funny.
Is that a 15-13 Luden?
Luden is big.
Oh no, he's 12-12. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, I'm
Luden's
pretty sure
12-12, he
Luden's
doesn't care.
stat caps are 11-11. How is it? How is?
15-13 is Baron.
Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
You got him, Bear. Who needs to honk a horn?
The chat will remember this.
What if Gnolf just doesn't take damage?
Yep. Your strategy was an overwhelming success.
A strategy of Moger goes and lays down for a bit.
Mark that prey.
Mark that prey.
Mark that prey. You
Wait,
have to
who
mark
did that
prey.
one?
Eric.
What?
Did she hold on? Did she mark that on herself?
There's no
think
way.
This is a
Newbie,
glitch.
would you stop breaking the game? I swear,
kick
every
that man.
time
No.
you do this.
That man.
There is no way. I refuse to believe that. I need to see the fucking tapes on that because that
Yeah.
whatever just happened right now was insane.
That's some good impale.
I can't believe that happened twice on the same square. I think.
I can't think that that's not a bug.
It has to be.
Just
Who
kill
are
him.
you setting up?
Who?
Newbie,
Yeah.
you're the worst.
Who? Who? Who indeed?
Maybe there's a line and you crossed it.
I don't even know what fucking happened there.
He was in the fire. I lowered him to 1 HP.
Roses are red.
okay.
Violets are blue. Oh my
Oh,
god.
all right. I thought another weird thing happened where the guy just died for no reason.
No.
And now people are just dying.
He didn't break the game that hard. He just set him up to auto die.
He knew what he did.
Uh-huh. Work for Rugga. That's a good portrait for that text box, I think.
There's only one correct answer here.
Squish that nose.
Well played, chat. Simmer down, chat.
Oh, there's a clip. I need to study this. and see
My
what happened.
gut is saying break that nose. Squish that
Then
nose.
you should go with your gut.
My brain is telling me, oh, I'm just gonna break his nose and don't ensure, because we are in the middle of his camp right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after
surrounded by-
murdering everybody in our way, we walked in swinging. We literally butchered our way to Rugga.
Let's put it this way, Newbie.
that
Would you
nose.
regret it if you didn't break his nose?
I would.
You know what to do.
Okay, so I'm watching this clip back, and the archer stood there for 3 whole turns, and then a trap went off on that square for no reason.
Yeah, newbie broke the game.
You spend a long time with Oddleaf just staring at her, and she just turns to you and says, I'd fucking do it again.
I knew I liked you for a reason.
Hello, awesome looking dude.
All right, so resulted exactly as if we went with Rugga as well. Just everybody's in the city now.
Yep.
This will end fantastically.
This man doesn't look like a Jeff. He looks like what all Jeffs aspire to.
He is the platonic Jeff.
The platonic ideal of Jeff.
Yep.
The guy is Jeff after a couple of class changes.
Fedge.
Jeff, but with a G. Oh,
Respect
yeah.
Jeff in this
Sorry,
setting.
hold up.
Yeah, we got weird fucked up map going on.
I
here.
forgot about the warble.
Oh, good. We're back to this again.
Oh, it's so good.
I hope you like this sound, by the way.
Oh, it's
Void
great.
noises.
I like that you can still get information on the stuff that, isn't quite...
Under the darkness. And yes, one of the things I regretted was not telling you to click on a bunch of stuff before the point in the game where that starts getting marked, because the darkness just starts eating the map. There's not a lot of map left.
There isn't. You think the map is just always making this noise?
Yes.
You know, I like to
Nobody
think-
can sleep.
They have to like stuff a pillow over it before anybody can get any rest. Fortunately, the article on sailing and navigation is always available to us.
We last week started watching Vinland Saga, and very good.
Yes.
Remind me a bit of this.
You don't say.
Anyway. We got a lot of renown, what the fuck?
Yeah, we did just do 2 fairly largish fights and then beat the shit out of Rugga.
20
So,
renown for punching Rugga.
Yeah.
Hello, Petrus. A crush
A much
of
better
people.
Petrus. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Peter. That's who this is.
I mean, yes, that's analogous to Petrus. He's the rock on which Meinolf built his guard.
Heat, father of Jeff.
Hey, Rugga. You're, looking mighty nice. Oh, yeah, they took his...
They snapped the blade off his cloakpin.
Yep.
More like he snapped it off in The King.
Well, that too, but...
Did they take his arm? No, he lost that
No, that
before
was
the
way
beginning of the
before.
game.
He probably lost that in the first rebellion. The first time he tried to kill the king.
Got a really important job for you. You just got to get the prisoner to the king.
Yep.
Is he in the lineup somewhere?
Rugga?
Does
I'm not sure.
not appear so.
I don't see him.
But this scene is cool just to give you an idea of Arborang's scope.
This panorama is really nice.
Because, like, you'll note the clock is moving really slowly because we're not covering that much actual distance, but, like, we're moving to caravan time inside a city. Child, no. That is mildly racist.
Hi!
Holy shit!
I don't remember this guy's face at all. Where did this guy come from?
This
Hello,
guy.
backer character.
These are
Hi.
back portraits.
I heard about your caravan.
This is Viking Other Jeff.
Can I join your caravan?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, this guy is like other Rook.
I mean, we
Some
gotta bring in other Rook.
Oddly, it was just shrug. I don't know anymore.
Man, I got
I don't
stabbed
care.
like 7 months ago, and at that point, everything is out the window.
My knife wound still hurts, so I don't know.
Yeah, like I usually like to zoom in, but keeping zoomed out here, I feel is
Oh
better.
yeah, zooming. There are actually a lot of interesting things happening if you zoom in on like the villagers, though.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit.
That's a good first line.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's been really rough. Eventually, we just kind of stopped on the lower rings because
What law?
He doesn't have the people for it.
yeah, we
Yeah.
we don't have the people.
He has one police force.
This is gonna keep happening every fucking time.
I mean, you gotta look at the stalls now. Look at that guy.
Holy shit! Look at this guy.
Oh my god, look at this man, yes!
I've never seen these before.
Behold Shemp the Merchant.
With his jazzercise headband.
Yep.
All right, let's look at these new items.
I love Shemp the Merchant.
Oh, there's another gold bridle.
There are a lot of good things in here.
But look at this stuffed cat.
Cat. Cat's not that great, I don't think.
I don't even remember what it does. I'm just amused by its existence.
Never deflected.
Harlager, though. Check out Harlager.
Oh no, that's... Yeah, that's okay. I like the Harliger, though.
All right, so the new thing with this expansion is items give you
Passives.
passives.
Yeah, the gold text is Little Fang. Bonus strength damage when stationary, +2 strength attack, +10.
Yeah,
crit
it's
chance.
generally, it is a passive that exists on some class, but written out as its effect instead of just invoked by name for reasons.
Whereas Harloger is...
I take it back. Cat doll's fine.
These are all fine. That gold
Check out
brittle
that
is
rune.
not a bad idea, though.
Check out that food.
Yeah, this one is really good. Still.
Yeah, 30% free divert and dodge is nothing to sneer at. It's just that you have to be level 12 to use it.
Uh-huh.
So we
Whereas-
throw it on Ludin.
Gold Bridle is useful immediately and is +3 to all talents and is more or less half of this and then other bonuses.
Does Ludin already have a gold bridle?
He has the other thing that's +3
Oh, he has the
talents.
class with kin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
get the
bridal
gold
brought
bridle.
up on Ivor.
Yeah, the bridle was on Ivor.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that
So this
bridle
time you-
Who is, of course, dead and never coming back.
and then I'm gonna
Yep.
buy
Don't even worry about getting food, man. You're fine. You're inside the city.
yeah, nothing bad ever happened in
Nothing
Boss
bad
and
ever
Say.
happens inside a city.
You already have 10 days worth of food.
There's no war in Albarang.
Yeah, you have 10 days worth of food. That's tons of food.
I'm
Here we
going
are safe.
I'm
here
going up to
we are free.
15 and
15? That's so much renown.
14, sorry. It is, you're right.
That's 18 renown.
That is a lot of renown. Consider what you're losing for that.
I,
About a
ju-
level.
I just got like 50 renown.
You
I
could
don't know. I
turn
think
that
he's
into
fine.
something
If he wants to spend on food, he's
All right,
not
all
a
right.
problem.
That's
Here,
I'm
I'll
not
make-
saying like 15 is a little much. If you want to go to like 12 or 13,
Alright, I'll make a deal with you. I'll go up to 12 days. That's 11.
That seems fair.
11 and a half. That's my final offer. 12 days.
Look, after the first game where I got the fucking Bolzarg or
Borsgard.
Borsgard with like 3 days of food,
Yeah,
I am paranoid.
that makes. I made it to Borsgard with no food. How do you think I did?
Badly, I'm
Great.
suspecting.
Great.
Like, literally, my
suspect-
entire caravan starved to death. I think
Yeah,
the first game.
I think that was where democracy may have started panicking.
No, this is my own run.
Oh, your personal run. Yeah, I do remember
Yeah.
I had some starvation problems in Borsgard.
Yeah,
There's no right answer.
my friend that I got into the series also said that he got the Borsgard with like no food.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
very
pretty
possible.
easy to because it gets scarce. I
And
know.
particularly, I spent like 3 or 4 days at Sigerholm waiting for Juno.
Yeah, which is entirely a waste, even though you don't know that.
Meet Dimitri. He is drunk. Sadly, Horseborn do not get their own category on the thing out. I guess they count as clansmen or possibly fighters.
Oh, come on, we don't need to do this fight, y'all. Apparently, we need to do this fight.
We need to do this fight.
Gotta bring in somebody.
Well, Canary started this fight. She's gonna end it.
All
Darn right she is.
Horseborn all the time. Let's do
Level
this.
her up.
I think like she might actually be the one I want to level first, just because I want her poison to get to 3.
Yep.
So let me
Yeah,
actually just get her.
You have a funny way of pronouncing you want her strength to get to 16.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
just.
no. She's already at level 3 poison with 1 promotion.
Is she?
Yeah, it
Yes.
just said that she got the thing.
Yeah,
If you
because
wanted
remember,
to
level
get her
10
10,
won't increase your ability.
That's fine, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. Is what I'm saying.
Yep, poison tipped
But
is now level 3.
also 16 strength.
Yes,
Okay.
that is a valid thing. But
Sure, double promote.
And then
gold bridle. No, that's not useful on her.
Armor break.
Yeah, armor break. Armor break on an archer. Which, speaking of which, where's your belt at? Put your belt back
It's on
Her championship belt.
Ivor's championship belt.
Man, remember when we had a 2 break item? Whatever happened to that?
Man, I don't know.
What happened to that 2? It's almost as if
Rip World Hook.
someone was
Bellower
a fucker.
snapped it in half.
What was on Jeff? I don't remember.
It was the Vadran Silver Brooch.
What did that do?
It was 1 strength resist, but it was quite a low level.
Yeah, that was it.
You found it pinning the Dredge Child's shawl shut.
Yeah, that's what it was. The strength resist, which was ridiculous.
Yeah, because as it turns out, Jeff is actually ludicrously overpowered in combat. It's only in events where he's made of paper.
I kind of like that. It's kind of funny. Also paints the picture of Banner Saga that it doesn't matter how strong you are.
Stupid shit will kill you just as dead, no matter what your stats are. Gunulf is another really good example of that. If you get Gunulf killed, it doesn't matter how strong Gunulf is. There's no way you're getting that cart back.
Alright, kill the people in blue.
Yeah, you got a condition for this fight.
Yeah,
That's
if you kill the
easy.
people in blue, the
Yeah.
fight ends early.
You
Alternative.
can end this quickly if you want.
I believe there's a Chivo for it.
Yeah, that's
For just getting the 2 guys in blue, I think you're
Yes.
right.
that's
I
cake.
got
This is
that.
cake to do.
Yes, you just focus fire them.
I have 2 very large 18 strength men, and they have 14 armor.
Also, I believe the 2 people in blue move first, so they will rush you.
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
my god,
yeah.
you are dead. How does it feel to be completely fucking destroyed? Hi, hello.
Hi, yes, hello.
I mean, he did decent damage to Hakan, but he also made a grave mistake.
What if we marked him?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna, because I have good armor break on him, mark on the
That's
other
also
guy.
a good
Marking
point.
seems
Break the
like
other
a-
guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a terrible idea.
'Cause if I
As
break
long
that
as the
guy,
dudes in orange don't protect him.
well,
Well, I gave it a name. Sorry. Sorry.
It's alright. You can still poison the dude if she can get close enough. Maybe. We'll find out.
Yeah, let's get some armor break on this guy. And then he'll go down his next, like the next time somebody with decent strength gets a turn at him. Oh, I know one way to get to that guy in blue. Friend Bear.
Mm-hmm. Just deploy Bear in a forward position.
Can't quite get to him. It's fine. We'll distract him with Bear. Oh my god. Hi, hello.
Yep, that'll do.
What, you don't like horses?
It's cute. You gave yourself a bunch of armor. Ah, you're dead. And you die next turn. Okay, good fight.
Crunch.
Yeah, 25 for now for doing that. That feels good.
Yeah, you get a bonus, too.
Is it time to forge ahead?
That's your bonus for not killing all those guys, which you come out ahead way ahead.
Yes. Also, I'm fairly
25,
certain
36 renown from that.
the head of the guard is happy you didn't do that. You know, murder a bunch of people.
So we're finally addressing that thing that happened at the end of the last game.
Mm-hmm. Deep scowl not pictured here.
How is this different?
In a lot of ways, she's not wrong.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Crown, why do you keep doing this to me?
What? Remember, Oddleaf did say that happened before we met her.
Oh yeah, this was waiting for you, no matter what you did.
Because remember, you were sending scouts to Tolier for a while you were waiting to get your people together, and they never came back. It's because the Horseborn were there.
Yeah, you concluded at the time it was Rugga. Rugga had fuck all to do with it. He lost scouts the same way you did.
Yes, and while she did do that thing that is really bad, at the same time, does she really get that? Are you going to penalize her for that? For doing a horrible thing that she didn't understand was horrible?
What's horrible about it? Her herd was low on supplies, so
Yeah.
they raided an opposing herd and looted their supplies. What else do you do?
I feel like
to
this is
survive?
gonna come back.
operate.
This is gonna come back to bite me in the ass, but
Then after you defeated her, she was like, "All right, you're tough. You're boss."
Yeah, now you're the boss. Would you like
Yeah,
to know
but
what would happen if you picked the other choice, Newbie?
what?
She leaves.
No,
Yeah, tell her to
figured-
fuck off.
You literally tell her to fuck off. Of course
Yes.
she leaves.
I'm surprised she just does. I'm surprised you don't have to kill her.
Nope,
Why
she
would
just
she?
leaves. She says,
She-
cool, peace out, and leaves.
She doesn't think it's worth, like, getting into a full-blown murdering contest over.
But she takes all the Horseborn except for your other 3 horseborn who were with you ahead of time.
Welcome to Sheep Contest. Under the bridge.
They should be goats. Come on. Also, that water looks horrible. That's not water. Never mind.
It's not water.
That's
That's
just
a land
mud.
bridge. Yeah. That was a bridge made so people didn't have to go down that fucking hill each time.
Yeah, that's a bridge in a road.
It's an overpass.
That ditch probably floods when it rains.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the foreground, human Varl negotiation.
Oh shit.
Oh, guys, the yellow and blue will lie to you was Nid lying about the eggs.
Sure.
Destroyed.
Wait, Nid lying about the what?
Remember the eggs?
She handed you eggs and said it's a family recipe, so it's really good. And then you ate them, and then you said, these are
They're
just normal
just
eggs.
eggs.
Remember, Nid has a blue tunic with a yellow cape.
It's fine though.
Beware of egg.
Warning, egg ahead.
Vasalt will never die. He has work in the morning.
Basalt, you gotta get that face looked at, my dude.
That everything looked at.
That's fine.
The most of him is fine. He looks like something out of a zombie movie on his face there.
He also needs to get those horn. Well, at least his right horn probably needs to get, like, cut off.
I suspect he feels like something out of a zombie movie also.
I want to say the second one, but I'm really curious about the third one. Like, dude, how did you get away from Belor?
Hey,
Well,
do what you want
find
to
out.
do.
Faint-hearted weather maker. My dude, he destroyed a bridge. Did you miss the part where he destroyed a bridge?
Hey, you know why you've been crying yourself to sleep for the last month or two? Oh, yeah, that's right, that guy. 'Cause you're still crying about your damn bridge.
Belor is probably on his way here now. X-nay on the Belor. Walker and Seath.
Yes. The other off-screen Sunder. Chekhov Sunder, if you will.
Alright, mental image here. It's just that one fucking scene from... what's it called?
Metal Gear Solid 2.
No,
Oh, I thought you were
no.
going to go with JoJo.
Predator.
Predator, yeah.
I was
it's the
going with the
meme.
JoJo custom handshake too.
I should have gone with Predator.
Yeah, that's the Predator handshake right there. Con, you son of a bitch. And that's literally, yeah, it's the 7 Varl that Bulwark gets in the other caravan.
Is anyone gonna do it? Time does not pass here.
I think it's moving very slowly. Or that's a trick of the mind. Be a shame if something happened. Yeah, number 3 is a bad option.
Yeah, number 3 is free, a bad option.
It was either save Petrus or keep Rugga under wraps.
Are you opening up a drink right now? What's going on?
I
That's
think he's
me.
doing his impression of a tea kettle.
Yeah, close enough. Well. Could make a slightly larger Gnolf.
Oh boy.
Which one did he pick? I looked away for a second.
Fight.
He's getting in there.
All right.
Or we could get.
What does the wasp do again?
It gives you poison on attacks.
Three will, 3 move, and
plus 1 aggro.
Yeah.
Putting that on Rook isn't necessarily a terrible idea.
Not false.
He would need to get a level though.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's give him the usual defensive talents. Especially with that aggro up. I hope that bonus effect is actually what I think it means. Bloody flail, run through. Huh. Petrus is good. He has a good slew of moves.
He has 3 moves.
One of which is unique.
Yep.
He has summon Jeff.
Yes.
Also, as stated in the chat, if Dagger was still alive, the crazy, not Ekel dude, he would be in this fight.
Sounds about right. Seems like a lot of the options in the first game when dealing with your enemies is kill them, or they will probably show up later.
Keep that in mind.
What if Khan forged ahead? Khan cannot forge ahead. Khan could get up there and Sundering Impact. I could Sunder Impact this guy and deal with him, but then he's out there and will probably just fall. Or, you know, I could just walk forward and remove this archer. Consider just removing an archer. Or we don't rush ahead. Just take a step forward, pass turn, wait for them to kill me.
Bring it.
Now Ganolf, though. Ganolf knows only hate. Two things, food and hate.
Getting rid of an archer with the Rain of Arrows is not a terrible idea.
I don't know. We saw what happened that one map.
I know, it actually seems to be hamstringing you to hurt them. Look at that movement range.
Hell yes. Alright, that is exactly what I wanted. Jesus Christ.
That bloody flail. If you're gonna kill him, no, you can't do it from beside Rook. Oh, well.
I got a plan building.
All right.
Summon Bear or Tamper this man. Actually, it's Summon Bear because that man dies to the Khan. Ooh. People are getting spicy.
Oh. Oh, Cragsman.
Prime dodge.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Oh, shit!
Yes?
Yeah.
Hey, it's that guy.
Oh my god, Rook, please.
Rook may not survive this one.
Oops.
It's fine. You got plenty of
Surprise.
characters to use.
When you throw him face first. I mean, he can also run straight through your team, so, like, you can definitely...
If it gets to his turn, if
If we get the chance.
Yeah.
we probably won't.
If he wants to absorb all that damage, though, that's not terrible.
So you're gonna take 3 damage.
Yeah, if you whack him for...
Okay. So you move here. You're gonna hit this guy for 5. You're gonna take 3 damage, which means that you can't actually do the deed. Yeah, you're gonna stonewall anyway. Alright. This... Yeah, no, Rook goes down. I thought Godolph
Yeah,
was
you would have
next.
had to hit him, I thought. Oh well.
I could not have gotten to him.
Oh well. If only Hakan could forge ahead.
I mean... He can. But I don't think that works.
You can Sundering Impact the... No.
That would sunder to Rook as well, wouldn't it?
No, you can't sunder your allies.
I mean,
Sundering Impact will never hit your allies.
I think this is the move anyway. Yep, down goes Rook. Oh well. Yeah, because this was... If I had... Oh, you know what? No, it wasn't Bear. Well, it was somewhat Bear, but not really. Ah, now you realize the threat that is Ganolf. Too late. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's a free crit.
I didn't even get the crit on that. I got crit from artillery strike.
Artery Strike.
Yeah,
I like the other answer a lot more.
you know. Bear. Bear is done. Bear did his work for this map.
Hmm? Yeah, Bear is your designated damage sponge.
It's good pillage.
Right?
Alright, let's look at this other move.
It calls Jeff.
That's Jeff Commander there.
You know how you did that thing where you,
Jeff Saga, huh?
yeah, summoned a bear? This is just summoning a Jeff.
Split damage dealt to the king. Retaliate to the king. The king
Yep.
who is on this map.
Well, I mean, the ability's still on him. Those guys do spawn on the map with the king. If you had chosen to fight against the king, you get a fight against Meinolf with like 6 Jeffs. It's not a good time.
And now Rook needs an app.
But that's the joy of having a gigantic roster. You can just swap something out. Have you forgotten something?
No. Apparently I have it.
All right.
Wait, which choice did you make?
To help Petrus.
Petrus.
Oh, and Rugga didn't get away?
Apparently.
Huh.
What happens if I don't go to help Petrus?
I think Rugga gets away.
No, if you guard Rugga, you ensure that he does not get away. There
Okay,
is
yeah.
a means by which he can escape if you don't, so we're a little surprised that that didn't happen. Because as it
Seems
turns
like
out,
you're okay.
Petrus is perfectly capable of taking care of himself. You could have absolutely left Petrus to that thing. He would not have had any negative consequence there. So as it turns out, Gudmundur was the guy they assigned to get all the civilians from the Ravens caravan to Arbrang.
Nice.
I mean, if you'll remember, he was the guard captain of Bindle back when you first met him. As he just said in that text box.
I'm sorry, we're at Jeff capacity.
There's no such thing.
We're over Jeffed. Holy shit. Sorry, I saw. Oh, we're very large.
So you know what happens if you don't help out that guy?
Oh, who? Which who?
Petrus, if you just say stay back and not gotten involved in the fight.
Apparently he's fine. That we discussed that.
Yeah, but Gudmundur doesn't join.
Oh shit.
I think he's still.
No.
Are you sure? I feel like I've seen.
I'm a little confused. I think I'm just gonna say the newbie broke the game. That's my conclusion.
Fair. No, he only joins up if you get in that fight, because he's like, hey, you should have helped out, and if these guys didn't help out, screw these guys.
You don't get Gudmundur by picking option 3.
Yes. So if you do the, like, protect Ruga, you still get in the fight, and it's fine. It's only if you say, I'm not going to get involved.
Oh, okay. 1 and 2 had the same outcome. Okay.
Yes, it's only option 3 that has bad things happen.
Does Rugged get away on option 3 then?
I think he might, but
Okay.
No.
I thought he cut. I'm sorry. I may be giving incorrect information here. Well, you made it. You did the job. Good
Welcome
job.
to the big house.
You have successfully walked down the street towards
only
the
gotten
palace.
2
You have
fights in the
68
process.
renown.
Yes, you only got into 2 fights on your walk down the main street.
I could have sworn we had more than that.
Yeah, I think there were 3 fights.
So where are we parking the mans? As far in as possible, back near the gates, or let Oddleaf or whatever make the
I
decision?
trust Oddleaf.
All right, it's your call, Chief. Well, yeah, she's basically the chief. We're just her designate.
Oddleaf is our number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgotten that the sun literally stopped behind the capital.
Yep.
Most of the city has been in darkness for months.
Just in the
On the other
shadow
hand,
of the
it's
king.
one of the only places in darkness.
You come to stand beside rich and powerful men with long names.
And also Canary's here.
As is Hakon.
Everybody turns and looks at you at the same time. It's really weird. I do love the king's fucking idol stance with just always has his hand on his neck. Holy shit.
Look at his hand.
Also, he's not doing well.
Yeah.
Zoom in on him.
Rugga's poison, huh? We didn't really find an answer for it.
It's looking like no.
Yeah. I caught that. I was looking at his hand. I'm like, wait a minute, his hand actually.
It seems that perhaps our prince of all humans.
Soon the king of all humans.
Mm-hmm.
No.
How did you fare in his company? And Rook just goes,
No, no, no. The different levels of I don't care for Rugga.
Okay, but check out the guy in the background right now.
Yeah, this guy is
Yeah,
very.
who's Squarebeard back there?
Yeah, look at this. Like, I just saw him, and he's like, man, that is an unusually interesting character design for the backgroundiest character I've ever seen.
Petrus is here. I kind of just like answering very funnily. Rugga tried to kill me. The king answering in a very killing manner of join the party.
Yeah, duh.
That's almost a well, no shit.
Well, yeah.
I love this. Yeah, get in line, and then the follow up of, and yet somehow people are loyal to him. Oh shit.
What if it's your job to get that antidote?
Ruh-roh, Raggy. However,
I think yeah. Just all right.
so yes,
I'll do this, but in return.
and in return, sounds like you're asking for money. My clansmen have many needs.
Yeah. That's what I meant more by and in
Yeah.
return. Nope. Windows. There we go. All these are good choices.
Is it? You've already got 2 of those.
Yeah, you got lots of supplies. You have men. Do you have a safe place yet?
Yeah, that's why I was kind of hovering over that personally.
And yeah, Odd was definitely asking for that one.
All right.
Incidentally, some weeks ago, I said a thing which I almost immediately deleted out of general chat, which was, I have never seen that item before. If you ask and in return, Meinolf will take off his armband and throw it to you as part of your payment. And it is a unique accessory.
Neat.
I
What
think
does
if
it
you
do?
do the thing for my clan have many needs, you get a ton of renown instead, though.
Yeah, I just got 35 renown, so I think that's.
Hey, there's a market too.
You definitely need more renown than you'd need.
I am curious at what that item.
Meinolf's armband, I've seen it in survival mode. It's really good. I can't remember what it
There
does,
it is.
though.
I could not find the market for the life of me.
It's to the right. My apologies.
All right, hello. There are new Yox nuts. Have you considered Yox nuts though?
What if Yox nuts?
That's not terrible.
It's not terrible?
Ah.
Some advice is level 10.
Oh, wow.
More level 10.
The advice is don't read this.
It's like buying when you buy the self-help book in Lisa.
The wise scholar bows his head solemnly and says, "Books are for nerds."
Yock's not so. 2 break. 2 armor.
And everyone can use that now.
Yeah.
And +3 to break talons, which is divert.
Yeah.
Divert or puncture.
That's a good tank.
It's 1 armor resist, 1 strength resist, 1 aggro, and talent.
Yeah, I think we get the nuts. Nut. I love that once, the story situation started to get dire. For supplies per renown, I don't think I've ever seen go over 2.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to show on you. Bad things are happening right now. Also, yeah, someone did bring it up. Can we check out Petrus
Yeah.
in our heroes list?
I was about to do that before you brought up the market.
My apologies.
No, it's fine.
But I see a market. Got to go to that market.
Oh, did you know that you can click on people to see the promotion and rank?
Crazy!
You gotta break armor to avoid deflections.
I have to break armor to avoid deflections.
I was trying to find a gap in his armor.
3 break or
Looks like +3 ranks to armor and strength talents, 1 strength resist, 1 armor resist, and +1 aggro is Minel's armband.
neat.
If I'm reading that right.
Yeah, 1 less break is worth +2 armor on her.
We could
Level her again.
level her again right now.
Give her
Get that talent.
either
It's a
exploit
title.
or divert.
I
and give her
like
a-
exploit.
Also, yeah, check out Petrus's dealio.
Yeah, we'll get there in a sec. We're taking care of Canary, making her the bestest.
Yeah, there we go. I like that right there. 1 armor, 1 exploit.
Yep.
So she'll have 5 break and a lot of exploit.
Exactly. And
Oh yeah, she's now
and
lethal.
exploit just procs whenever.
Yes, it procs whenever the fuck it feels.
And you
Yes.
can give her a title too.
We're still thinking on those. We're gonna wait until we see the other caravan.
Discard. Canary's caps are legit insane. They
Yeah.
are borderline illegal.
Like when you
is
consider the fact that I pointed out,
outrageous.
and Luden still a good unit. When I pointed out that Luden at max level can also max out all of his talents, and then you go over to Canary, who at max level will have like 1, maybe 2 talents maxed.
Because her caps are just insanely
Yeah.
high.
Her caps are way too fucking high. Where Petrus?
She's a 16 strength unit that can move like 10
Hello,
spaces
11
in a
points.
turn.
Let me just deal with that real fast.
And attack at range 4.
Okay.
Yeah, remember in that last fight, he was holding back.
Yeah, that's the needful. We'll decide these other 5 whenever we use you down the line. All right.
Yeah,
take a
you
look
could
at
give
his
him the horse bit, the golden brittle.
Yeah, the golden bridle.
Bridle.
Golden brittle. What is it, like a friggin' candy?
Yeah, it's delicious.
No.
Gold is a
Oh, he
lot of
gets-
things.
Okay,
Brittle
hold
it
up,
isn't.
hold up. Strength attack works on Bloody Flail.
Yes.
Yep. That's a maybe staple to you.
And then you could give him the next promotion when you promote him up and give him the plus damage on consecutive hits.
Yeah. Petrus's that title's kind of made for him.
Take a look at his, like, individual text, though.
Give me a
The
moment.
one beside the name. Because I'm curious as to what it is. Is Micah brittle for Gorons? I think Micah's brittle for most people. But
Though, our artery strike.
You want to make sure he just
More.
doesn't die.
yeah.
Yeah.
Durability is also not the word on Petrus.
Remember, you can click on the pictures.
Look, motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Do go on. I can't wait to hear what you say.
Yes.
I think 2 and divert.
Yeah.
Armor always has to be broken through first, so I think the divert is divert is always stronger than dodge. Though dodge, like they're both very good, but
It depends.
You always have to get through the armor.
1 in 4 chance to say, nah, that didn't hit me.
But remember that the strength is the number that matters when it.
Yes, correct. But what I'm saying is that you're probably going to you're more likely to get hit in armor than you are strength.
Yes. But yes, Petrus does not have Stonewall, so that 14 armor is important. Because it's all he's getting unless and until you give him a... Oh, I see. It's Arborang's equivalent of Commander Vimes.
Was literally just about to say that, yeah.
I see.
Although he seems to like Manolf much more than Vimes likes Vetinari.
Also, like, the boosted strength stuff on him, like, just pop out here real quick at the loot so we can just look at titles. What are we looking at here?
I'll argue that Vimes likes Vetinari more than he likes most people, but I think that says more about most people than Vetinari.
Vimes at best tolerates Vetinari.
Yeah,
he knows
Death
he's
Messenger works really good on him for that, but also, like, to an extent, the Forsaken or the Hopeful would also be really good because +1 to strength attacks. Oh wait, that's adjacent allies. What am I thinking?
That's it, yeah. The Hopeful makes you into an aura buffer. A Leo.
I'm thinking of the Wolf. Here we go.
Yes.
Because this +1 damage, that applies to every hit. And then also, this will also apply to run through.
Mm-hmm.
Which also the +2... Oh, man. This is the thing with the titles. Like, multiple titles are good for most characters.
Yep, and remember, the Ravens still want titles.
Yep.
Pretty sure I gave the wolf to Canary. What if she could just move everywhere?
Ah, Bird the horse person, the wolf.
Yes, Bird the
Exactly.
horse person, the wolf.
Yeah, bird wolf, like Silverbolt. from
Alternatively,
Transformers.
Bird horse wolf.
what if we gave it to Rook? And what if Rook was just Breeze? What if Rook just had permanent Breeze?
Wait, you're wearing that thing?
Yeah.
What?
That's why he died.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes it.
That's why
Alright,
he
well,
died. But also,
That's why he was Pepsi Manning around the battlefield.
I just have to get used to the fact that he aggroes now. Also, eventually we'll just have Moger out there, and Moger's aggro takes over.
Yeah. What if you just slapped it on Moger and rocketed him around the battlefield?
Oh shit! Actually,
What if you tore Moger directly into the enemy?
what if we built a very fast Moger?
What if we gave Moger rocket shoes?
What if we gave
We gave our
Moger?
general the boot.
What if we gave Moger rocket shoes from Toe Jam and Earl?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much exactly that. Alternatively, what if we strapped rocket boots to Ganulf instead?
Gandalf goes down too fast.
But he'll poison everything around him doing it.
Gandalf with aggro seems like a bad idea. I'm gonna assume that the big fucking thing on the map that says Petrus is actually how you progress.
Yes.
Yeah,
But you
okay.
can talk to Petrus himself and...
Man, I guess if you got here with without Ludin, sided with the king, and then fuck up on getting the antidote, the city kind of goes into a bad place, and so do you.
I'm also not sure you can side with the king.
You can.
If you lose Ludin. If
Yeah.
you get here without Ludin.
No, you can. And then
Okay.
you lose all the Varl.
Oh, the Varl, that's right.
Ganolf, but the hilt of his sword has truck nuts. That train
Incidentally, if I'm remembering correctly, there is something you learn if you get here without Ludin that I don't think the game makes explicit any other way.
It does a little bit, but not too much. We'll worry about that when it happens.
All right.
What's your deal with horses?
That seems awfully optimistic in this position.
Damn.
Cold Rook. Very cold.
Oh wait, are we having the horse conversation?
Yes, we're having
Yes.
the horse conversation.
Where we just go, why are you a horse girl?
Yep. Admittedly, it's a lot harder when horses don't exist anymore.
Yeah, the concept is a lot stranger to people.
Even Odd only saw them in a book this one time. Well, you know, up until she met the centaur folk.
Yeah, and they slaughtered a lot of people on our
That
behalf.
was right at the beginning.
What about Raga? God, I wish I could just kill him.
Can we just murder him, please?
Yeah, rule comes to those who have a deep desire to rule. It's kind of a good way to put it.
He's good at getting his nose broken.
Incidentally, Alette gets the exact same option to break his nose. It just makes the image way funnier for me.
Serpent's blood's eating at the boats. Gross.
Yep. Now all oceans are the gross ocean.
I got more round proof from that?
Look, it's the great darkness. You take what you get. Sorry. This line suggests a much more interesting story than the one he's telling us. What ninja bullshit did he have to pull to do that?
He knocked them all out.
Just got to clubbing? I feel like you would accidentally kill a couple of people doing it that way.
He's really good at what he does.
Apparently. He is the strongest man. And I mean, his line about power really does sort of give you his views on duty.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Petrus is a good man.
Look at Frostveller or Borisgard. Do I have to? I did that once, and I hated it both times.
I don't wanna.
Are the nobles going to be upset? Yes.
Always.
The nobles are always upset.
Are nobles. Yes.
Yeah, this guy is actually just Viking fantasy vibes.
I mean, Vimes is a good character archetype, really.
He is,
He's really
yeah.
good.
Are the nobles upset? Is it sunny outside?
Is Vimes the star of my favorite book of all time? Maybe. The answer is
Nightwatch?
yes. Nightwatch, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's probably the best one.
It is.
Font-
It is probably the best Discworld book, flat out.
Mm-hmm. Fond
It
as
is
I am of the
weird.
civil service novels, Nightwatch is almost certainly the best Discworld book.
This is such a
the
good
which novels?
fucking line.
The civil service ones, Going Postal.
Oh, Moist and the Moist books, gotcha.
Yep.
This is such a good line of
Yep.
people see things as a straight path. Albarang is a circle.
Yep.
As we learned a couple nights ago, circles are actually a really bad shape for forts to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to be like stars or something so you can get optimal covering fire?
More or less, yeah. You gotta have some points in there, basically.
And we're dangerously close to a steep drop. Is that a metaphor? It's also a metaphor. But no, seriously, watch out for the cliff.
I should really start reading some of the Discworld books.
Mhm.
The problem is, at the moment I start rereading some of those,
You
just
just
got a
gotta be
bookshelf of
careful.
roughly 40 books.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Before we head out for the night, I just want to point out this guy. My dude, how are
that
you?
one house over there.
Yeah, how are you still fine?
I have
Get
no
off my
idea.
property. He's the one person with a shotgun in this age.
You see that one tree on his territory? He's sitting on the top of that tree.
Just
With a
sniping
shotgun.
Like
anything that
these
comes too
people at least have a wall around them. That guy's
He
got
has
like
a wall.
that's
That
a
guy had a
that's a
wall.
fence. You could jump
yeah,
that.
that's a.
Yeah, and when they jump the fence, they get an arrow in the eye.
He's the only other person in the world for watch, so he's just upstairs.
Yep.
Okay,
he's got
wait, no, we
Overwatch.
found another one. There's this guy too.
And that guy's out in like the middle of the forest. So like, you got no idea where anything's coming from.
I think
also
those
like to
might be
point out that
supply sheds for those towers or something.
part of it looks like part of his territory, the grassland, is like a 90-degree angle. So if he's planting food on that, I'm impressed.
Man. I
Also, the ocean is now green.
yeah, that just sort of registered with me after the one talk about
That's not land.
that's
What
not
liquid
land.
is green?
Blood.
That's blood.
Snake blood.
Water covered in algae.
Yeah, and of course the sky is purple. That's to be
Yeah.
expected at this
The
point.
sky is apocalypse purple on account of the apocalypse is currently in progress.
Well,
Yeah, the ocean is Mountain Dew, which means it's poisonous.
Yep.
outside of
Depending on the flavor. If it was red, it'd be fine.
problems that occurred tonight, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, Rugga.
Yeah, Roya.
The serpent's blood got into Newbie's internet.
Yep. How do I think quick game goes to the title screen.
Yes.
You get that title screen again. It's a good first session. I always get an anxiety before playing Banner Saga, and it's not because I don't like the game, but because the game gives me anxiety. It knows
Game
what it
does
wants
its
to
job.
do and does it well.
You're like a month away from being done with all this anxiety, newbie.
Just about.
The real anxiety starts here.
And then we can start survival mode, which is its own anxiety.
God.